Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And I hope you guys are all enjoying your day. If you are, make sure you also make mine a little bit better by smashing that like button. Also, the question of today is, what is your long-term goal for XRP? Are you here to get rich, or are you here for just some small gains or here for fun? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you want to get rich with XRP? Yes or no? Put it down there and let's get on with the video. So this video was partially inspired by MRG XRP007 because he said on Twitter, XRP is the greatest wealth opportunity in our lifetime. And because he said this, I actually started to think about all these wealth creation opportunities that I've witnessed, really, or that we have the ability to hop into right now. So I would say one of them is always going to be those small cap stocks, right? So a lot of these future things like AI and AR, things like that, which are really up and coming, some bio things, some brain things, a lot of those things will really pop off in the next couple of years. I really expect them to also be good investments, which can really just go phenomenal, right? If you compare it to Amazon, right? If you just check that one back 20 years and the growth over that, those things are astronomical wealth builders. That's, of course, one thing. The second one I would definitely like to consider, of course, is crypto. And I think this would not come as a surprise to most of y'all, as crypto, we've been in it for a little while. A lot of you guys have watched me over the years, and thus you all know how the game works a little bit. But a little bit more specifically, with crypto, I'm quite convinced that we're here for a longer run, right? That we're here for a longer run, but also that the gains will be astronomical, to the fact that we'll most likely see another big surge as we've already seen before a couple of years ago, and literally over the years, where one of the guys just commented, Bitcoin went from $0.0008 to $20,000. Well, I don't know if we'll see anything like that happening to our XRP anymore, those types of gains, but still, just a huge amount of money. And I would say the third one is not necessarily wealth, because the way I like to see wealth is a little bit differently, but I guess it fits. And one of those is, I guess, social media. Because I would have liked to say real estate, but I don't know how real estate is going to come along. I mean, over a couple of years here, real estate could really go down, as it's really a bubble all the time. And with social media, I don't really have that feeling too much. But basically, social media, as I said before, just building things, either channels or on Instagram, the pages, or on Facebook, the groups and pages and things like that. Even Telegram or Twitter, I guess those could also work. But I've told a couple of people here before, and I try to mention it every so often, that the main thing I do as work, I guess, is Instagram. It's just having a lot of pages which pay really well. And I'm still thinking about how I can teach it to you guys, but if you want to know more, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm gonna think about teaching some people some stuff, maybe on YouTube as well or somewhere. I don't really know. But yeah, that's something I think is really another great wealth opportunity. Now, if I had to pick, though, which one has the easiest, I guess, entry level, we would have to go with crypto, because for the other two, you really need to do your own research, do some big digging. And with crypto, if you just go for a top contender here, like, for example, XRP, because is it the only one? Definitely not. Is it a great one? Definitely so. You're really simple off, right? And I can't tell you guys to invest because, I'm not a financial advisor and I don't want to, but still, if I am putting my odds on a little bit of a piece of paper, yeah, I think these are some good ones, which is why I'm going for it personally. Having said that, though, it's a great opportunity for our lifetime. It's like the .com bubble, but then now for I guess it's like the .com bubble really over time here, where people are getting heavily into it, but then just a little bit before the big .com, I guess. Then here, XRP community. Please be careful, because scammers have created a fake Flare Networks Telegram to steal XRP, so spread the word to warn everybody. I want to always spread words like this because I think this is really important to share. I am very much against scams, as I think most of the guys on the channel know, and that is why I'm always trying to promote these types of things, right? I'm always telling you guys to watch out, always telling you guys to, check this out, check that out. That's why I earlier today also posted this on Twitter. Like, what the F is this? It's a very big channel here with up to 70,000. That's the max that I saw. Viewers live. I'm assuming a lot of those are fake, but still, there was 70,000 people watching it, so that's definitely something. And I try to warn people on Twitter. You can see it doesn't get that far of a reach. 1 retweet, 6 likes. So not many people will see it. But it's the intention, right? It's the idea. And make sure whenever you see scams like that you report them. It's very, very important to do. I try to do it myself, but one does not do the trick. Another part, though, is that there's a lot of these projects out there which have some crazy action. Like Flare, it was very, very popular for a little while. But if you type in Flare XRP right now, a lot of the articles are a little bit older. I typed in Flare XRP, not Flare Spark, but again, a lot of these articles here, all of them except for one, are quite a ways older. And I think a good chunk of this has to do with the fact that the plan has been revealed, and now it's just a little bit of a waiting game until December. All we can get is updates about how many people are on, but that only goes so far. And also, a lot of the websites that it's on is Twitter, right? I guess a lot of guys tweeted over Twitter, which does not get displayed here. Now, I think another interesting part about this is disrupted by one article here, which says XRP fork Flare, fake Telegram channels disclosed by Flare. It's fun to see that not that much stuff has come out except for the fake news, which is good, and that a scam can be exposed this way. But another part of that is it comes these fake things because Flare is not that active at this point. Now, funny enough, I wanted to make the whole video, and then a little bit later, after I already prepared everything, they actually posted something quite big over on Twitter, which I just saw because I had all the articles planned here, and then I went to browse Twitter one more time, and I saw that they posted this. Flare is delighted to announce that Celsius Network is officially supporting Flare's Spark distribution. Thanks for working Flare on this. Incredible Crypto says, hey guys, I have a lot of XRP and I don't want to have to move it for this. Will you guys support Flare's Spark distribution? Binance US, Binance, Coinbase Pro, FTX. I'm interested in that as well. What exchanges in the end will all support it and which ones will not? I'm really wondering about that. For us, most of us, I recommend you guys all to go ahead and check out Ledger. They support it completely well, so it's very, very simple. But there's a couple other ones that don't. And I personally don't have any recommendation, all right? I don't know if you should switch or wait. Personally, I would say actually wait. But if you don't, that's also completely fine, which is why I'm a little bit undecided. But yeah, I think the Flare scam situation got a little bit bigger than it could have gotten because Flare is not that heavy on the updates right now. And again, I'm saying that in respect to they're not really bringing anything new to the table, except in my opinion for I'm going to say more integrations. And even though you might be seeing them on Twitter a little bit here, a little bit there, there's nothing really new or heavy that came out, which is, in my opinion, why they've lacked a little bit in that regard, and why things like this are getting a little bit more popular right now. Also, of course, because a lot of people are trying to get into it, which is why people would try to, get their chance to, I guess, to hop into a little bit of a scam, to open one. Now, completely different thing, but all the more important is these 3 articles. CV showed why we need to make financial literacy a national priority. That's one. Second is, it's all about the dollar. As the greenback strengthens, the markets tumble. And last but not least, Congress and Trump to restart stimulus negotiations as $300 unemployment benefit expires. So the first one, I'm assuming it is obvious to anybody, but whenever there's a time of financial insecurity or job insecurity and things like that, it is very important to have skills in the back of your head or skills that you can do when you get fired or ultimately get fired from your job, or when your pay becomes not enough to support your household and things like that. Now, a lot of these things I have covered on my finance channel, which is called The Business Realm. Make sure you check it out. Link is in the description below. I really recommend to you guys to check that out, because on there I often like to explain a little bit more about how you should prepare for things like this. Like financial literacy, you need to get into it because you need to know exactly what your income is, your outcome. I guess, or what comes out, and also how you can most likely increase this a little bit. What you should do in, I guess, situations like this, how you can help yourself, what you should have done in preparation for all this, and things like that. I think you can very well prepare for it. Link is in the description below. Make sure you check it out. Another part is just things like the Instagram, which I talked about. Those are all things that you can always do, whatever the market situations. It just, all you need is an internet connection, right? That's literally all you need. What else do you need? Maybe a PayPal could work, but it's not even necessary. All you need is an internet connection to make that work. And as long as Instagram, YouTube, and these things are still around, you've got yourself an income. And things like that you can easily build. You just have to think about it and work on it for a little while. But it's possible, guys. Trust me. All right, here's the building of the of the backgrounds, or what are they called, thumbnails. Moving over though, it's all about the dollar. As the greenback strengthens, the markets tumble. I think you guys can all understand why this one is important. We can't actually read the full article, but the idea, I think, is all that matters. We all know it's all about the dollar because it is the world reserve currency. There's also some ideas that this is changing right now, and there is some bigger theory going around that everything will rely on the election and the S&P. All right, I've seen a lot of those articles come by, and all I'm going to say is watch out, watch it. That's all, guys. Keep that in the back of your head. If you've done so, good. And last but not least, Congress and Trump to restart stimulus negotiations as $300 unemployment benefit expires. Once more, it kind of coincides with the first article. Financial literacy is very, very important. Know what you can do to make sure you're never in a situation like this. Now, were you ill-prepared and you were caught off guard while you were trying to build something? That's just bad luck, all right? I can't blame you at all. The only thing is you've now had about 6 months of this same situation that you could have most likely built some sort of income in. And again, this is just for the people that really, really are living on the edge of the edge. Maybe you're in some country which is also, not doing that well. You want to increase your or I guess want to better your situation, things like that. It's just very important to, first of all, keep up with the news, know exactly where you're at. Like, what is going to happen to your job? What's happening to your currency? What are things along those lines doing right now? Very, very important in my opinion, because you got to know where you stand. It could be that all of a sudden you get a message from your job saying like, oh, yeah, you've been fired. And you're like, what? Why? And you all of a sudden you notice, yeah, there's a big pandemic going on. Could that be? Yes, if you don't watch the news at all, it could really be that you just find it strange that people walk around with masks on. There's a lot of people, I'm personally guessing, that didn't know for months that there is a pandemic going on. There's even a lot of people right now that have never heard about this pandemic, never heard about this sickness and things like that. Why? Because they either don't update themselves or don't have the facilities to update themselves, like maybe some people in real towns and things like that. But also a lot of people who just really are not interested in this type of things. They're like, screw you, whatever you want. In America, I guess a little bit less, because if you want to go to the store, you got to go with your mask on. You'll know about it. And I think most people do watch some news and some TV, so you'll hear. But it's about the bigger picture. What's happening to my house? Will I be able to stay in that? Will I get money for that? Look up those things, look into it a little bit, spend a couple of days. You got to know your whole situation right now. It's now more important than ever before, especially if you want to get rich with crypto and things like that. It's not all that matters. And you definitely can't get, definitely can't solve all your problems just by investing some money into crypto. You got to have a good basis. You got to have a good foundation. You got to know what you're going to do with this money afterwards. And for that, I think you have to work on your financial literacy right now. You're already doing a good job at watching these videos, but it's just a start. Right? Even another thing you could do is, like I just showed you guys, these types of things, right? Go teach yourself how to Photoshop or things like that. Maybe by teaching yourself those types of things, you can get a Fiverr gig going, maybe earn some small money on that, or maybe even outsource it by just being the Fiverr guy who then, I guess sells it on Upwork once more, or on another one on Fiverr. Things like that, it can all work. You just got to try for a little bit, try a couple of things. And this is, again, just for the people that want to maybe buy some extra crypto or are in a very difficult situation. Just want to know that there's a ton of people like you out there. I think a lot of people are struggling at this point. The government's not making it any easier. There's deals going on, but these deals, in the end, they might not better your situation like you think. All right, even though they might look good on paper or plain like this, in the end, most of the time they hurt you more than they benefit you. It's just a short-term fix with a long-term bigger problem or a long-term disaster. It's just, guys, please, I don't know what exactly the purpose of the whole video was here. It's more so to wake a lot of you up to just do something, work on it. It's a little bit of as a motivational thing. I just want you guys to succeed in everything. So please, hopefully you didn't find this too scatterbrained, too scatterhatted, but it's okay. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Take care, everybody. Have a very nice day. And if you have any questions, just join the Discord. Link is in the description below. I talk more about these things in there. Or if you have any questions, just ask me. I'll reply to any single body. So go to the Discord, and I'll see you guys again.